I'm expecting a real polished performance tonight with the inclusion of Nathan Cleary.
So I think last year I made a comment in the finals, not a noted try scorer because he runs 200 metres a game, and then I look down, 21 tries. I mean, he does it all. But here we go. Gee, it's a bubbling atmosphere. Milestone for this man. 10th Cowboy to register 200 games. He becomes a life member of the North Queensland Cowboys. He's already their greatest ever try scorer. There's a real big-time atmosphere about this game. Here we go. It's the Cowboys against the Panthers. The Cowboys back home. Penrith with their regular halfback for the first time in a month. And it's Fisher Harris. A week removed from the signing with the Warriors. Penrith with a couple of key players missing. No Leota, no Sorensen. Garner starting. Lindsay Smith has done an excellent job anytime he's been asked to start. And he's driven back here. Often these sides meet, it's during Origin or last round of the season, so the top line Penrith players, many of them haven't played here for quite some time. Isaiah Yeo with a run down the middle. Watch for his offloads tonight. He's really stepped that up this year. But in the first set, happy to hit it up. Cleary, long, typical. And this is Semi Valamay. And we're off and running here in Townsville. So the Cowboys, as Corey points out, scoring points has not been a problem. It's been keeping teams away from their own try line. Tom Chester in his 11th first grade game. Now it's Jordan McLean, who's having a good season. Registering numbers he hasn't registered in years. Robson, the dummy half. Griffin Neem in the starting side. And now Townsend putting some height on this, but this should be a pretty easy catch, and it is for Dylan Edwards.
Yeah, both teams just getting through their first sets pretty nicely. It's going to be a real, as now Cotter gives away a penalty off the back of a Dylan Edwards, trying to fight hard to play the ball, earns his team a penalty. Real intriguing battle, particularly in the middle. We obviously know how good the Penrith Panthers are. Fisher Harris and Yeo and co. Well, there's been a big change for Todd Payton in the middle. No Taumalolo, in comes Griffin Neem. He's the future of the club. Huge game expected.
Now we might see a bit of expansion from Penrith. They get their first chance here. Not a particularly deep kick into touch, but near halfway. Fisher Harris into Robson and Cotter. Penrith have done so much attacking on the right side this year as it comes to Cleary, and then the shuffle away from Edwards. This is Alamotti working down the right wing, and he gets away from Dearden, and Dearden comes back, but Alamotti went close, 5 metres away. Penrith off and running. Cleary goes himself. That's only tackle 4. Kenny. Yo, Luai with room to run. Felter's come in, the pass for To'o, and he gets over. Clinical start from Penrith. To'o in game 100 scores an early try.
There's a real sense about this Penrith Panthers outfit. You would include Nathan Cleary, the best player in the game at the moment. Have a look at this, down the right-hand side. Shows on the inside. Gets the ball across. Beautiful hands from Edwards. He finds Alamotti. Stands up. Tommy did. Little tenacious tackler. He was able to bring him down. They come out this left-hand side. The ability to have somebody like Isaiah Yeo who can just sum things up beautifully. Give the pass to Luai. Some space on the outside. Over the top of Felt. And To'o in game 100 has crossed in only a matter of minutes for the Penrith Panthers.
Ominous. So To'o off that terrific pass from Jerome Luai, and that set answered some questions. Alamotti was on the right wing, so a straight swap with Sunia Taruva. And an imposing first run from the former Bulldog, but it's To'o that gets the try.
It's a developing story, the Taruva one that you talk about. I mean, he's been excellent. Rookie of the year last year, excellent out on that right-hand edge. Yes, he's made the move to go to the Tigers at the end of the for next year, and they've got a huge rap on Alamotti, a huge rap. So it'd be interesting to see what unfolds, if that is just a one-week thing or if that's an ongoing from Ivan Cleary.
decision made by Ivan. We were told about it once the official teams were handed in an hour before kickoff. So Nathan Cleary, 84% career kicker. And not a bad looking kick. Not a bad looking kick at all. Penrith 6, North Queensland 0. Yet to hit the 5-minute mark. Now, as we watch this replay once again, we send it down to Brent Tate on the sideline. Hello, Tatey.
G'day, Dan. G'day, Corey. Absolutely stirring scenes with the opening ceremony for celebrating the ANZACs. Huge crowd in tonight. There is a real atmosphere here. Mid-20s, so perfect conditions for footy. Don't take anything away from Brian To'o pulling that in with the left hand. Great ball from Luai. What a fast start from the Panthers.
Indeed, thank you, Brent. So the Cowboys, who can leak points, it's not a great start for them. And they have patches in games where they get very hot, and also the patches where they can let in a lot in quick succession. Fisher Harris again first to hit it up, and again it's Garner on play number 2. So we last saw Penrith last week in Bathurst against the Wests Tigers. Martin imposing himself, takes 3 to stop him. Tunnel, an explosive start to the season. A couple of enormous games against Parramatta and Brisbane. Now it's Yeo with the pass at the line to Cleary, and dumbing again. Luai reaching back for it. Steps inside Townsend. Nene holds his ground and Townsend comes back. The Penrith don't make it the halfway with the arm raised by referee Casey Badger. Now, look at the chase here, but no panic from Drinkwater despite Taylor May trying to put the pressure on.
Yeah, there's a real intensity about the Penrith Panthers that we're seeing in the opening stages of this game. We saw last week 22-6 win over the Tigers. They just got the job done. They wouldn't have been happy with the way they performed, particularly from an intensity level. They come up against their Cowboys, who are one of the competition favourites when they're on. And they've started this game red hot at the moment, the Panthers.
And it's clean work here for that Penrith trio to stop the veteran front rower. And McLean not happy with that tackle. Did not draw any attention from the referee. With Edwards bringing it back.
We have seen those get penalised when that leg gets lifted, particularly when there's 3 in the tackle. That one was let go. Strong run from Alamotti.
Violent runner of the football. This is what these Penrith outside backs do so well. Tunnel pretty well contained there. Now it comes here to To'o. Straight run from Yeo, looking to fall on his front quickly. Wrapped up halfway with Luai this time, giving that plenty of height. 10 over in, so no problem for the fullback Drinkwater. But that's his bread and butter for Penrith. Getting through the set, and now they've got the Cowboys pinned, although Chester outside the 20. Chester getting his chance for Kyle Labert, of course, who well, Zach Labert is injured. Now it's short side play. Fine Fuiaki is off to the Dolphins. That was announced this week. Now back for Drinkwater. On for McLean. And Neem on his outside.
It was half an opportunity if he was able to go out the back there.
Again, pretty straightforward one for Penrith Edwards.
They love this. They love this at Penrith Panthers. They love the fact that they can get teams into a cycle. They fall straight into their structures so well. Back 5 carry so hard, bring them out of their backfield. If they've got some good field position, they fall straight into some structure. They play some football at you. So many questions at the defensive line.
Fisher Harris on tackle 4. Over halfway, inch by inch, just gaining field position here, Penrith. As we go through these sets, Luai Turning Nane inside out before the next two, Fenefuiaki and Neem, make the tackle. This should be a contest. Up goes Tango. Makes a bit of a meal of that one. And that is a meek end of the set for Penrith.
It just gives both teams an opportunity. 9 minutes into the contest, they go out wide to this right-hand side. Off the boot of Nathan Cleary. Just a quick little breather. It's been a hot start for both teams. Intensity high, plenty of emotion.
There's Tom Payton in his notes. Going to see a couple of faces later. There's a penalty here. Offside penalty call. So the Cowboys will get their first chance to attack. We're going to see Tom McHaley play for them for the first time. Haven't seen him in first grade in Cowboys colours. And Mav Guy will play his second game in first grade. He's onto the bench for Penrith. So this is the battle we've been waiting for.
Yep.
The best attacking team in the premiership against the best defensive team we've seen in years. And it's Jordan McLean. 4 there to put him away. Cotton gets his hands on it. Now Townsend early ball. Nene. So strong. Still just 21 years of age. Robson, the dummy half. Comes to Griffin Neem. Powerful. Up to the 20. Here's Townsend. Oh, puts in an early kick. Renee's not going to get there. And To'o composed and takes the tackle. So a dropout coming.
Yeah, play 3, heads up from that man there, Chad Townsend. We've seen him do this before and they've come up trumps. It was a nice way to kick. The opportunity was right there, but To'o equally as good.
When you see that, do you think that is for now, that he saw something, or setting a trap for later?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I mean, you see some ball players, if a winger is up in the line, they'll put a kick in early.
Cleary drilling it. He's tried this before with some success. It's the kick you rarely see, going for the touchline.
Just keep an eye on Drinkwater here. He's the barometer. He's their key indicator with their attack in this shape.
And catching and passing the Nate. Getting a lot of touches in these early moments. As it comes back to Neem. It was a goal of his to be a starting front rower. Oh, goes down awkwardly. He'll be fine though, but it's a new set. With Dearden for Cotter. And that was Smith all over him. It comes out. And it's come away for a knock on North Queensland.
Yeah, it was heavy contact from James Fisher-Harris, who's had a big start to this game. 5 carries. And he's trying to impose himself defensively. Just dropped under there. Garner up underneath, and there's a contact into the ground that dislodges the ball.
Yeah, that's what you got the 6-4 for, though.
He was relatively quiet by his own standards last week, Fisher-Harris. Come up with a try. There's a lot going on going into that week. Obviously, with the signing of going to the Warriors, things are settled now. His skipper's back into the team. Is now an error.
Well, dropped twice and called a knock on. Wow. Look at Townsend pumped up.
I think a challenge here. Taylor May.
I would say both did look like they may have gone backwards here. It is a call that before we had the challenge.
We're coming into tackle 1 off the scrum. We've got a challenge from Penrith onto the decision of knock on from Mitch Kenny. They're looking for a strip on Taylor from Taylor May.
Okay. All right. So for 100+ years, that's the sort of decision you just accept and move on. But now we live with the captain's challenge. So
he was very adamant, Taylor May, as soon as the ball came out that had been stripped. Have a look here. This will tell the story. Chester.
Ooh, boy, that's tough.
Or does it just go back?
I mean, you could argue there's emotion there, but geez,
it's a loose carry for mine. It's not your typical stripping action. Yes, there's a hand in the play on the ball.
Yeah. So Penrith challenge. It's a knock on against them at this point.
No. Just looking at to determine if there's intent to strip here with Tom Chester, there's definitely more than 2 people in the tackle.
The locals here will certainly...
Decision hasn't even been made and they're blowing up. Is
Tom
there intent
Chester
to strip?
is just locked onto the arm. It's the back of his hand that just hits the ball. There's no intent to strip.
So that's the dark art. How does the referee know what he's thinking? But it's met with the approval of the fans here in Townsville.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the call. Humid conditions, ball slippery. Taylor May comes up with the error.
Successful.
Well, you said it. It wasn't the classic ripping out motion. So, Cowboys threw away a chance moments ago and they get it straight back.
And a great opportunity, centre field, 15 metres out.
All right, make sure you wait for the break, guys.
Drinkwater out onto the right-hand side as we speak.
3 on each side now, as you can see. Drinkwater the key, you would imagine, or they did, and at close range is deadly. Hasn't scored for a little while. It's probably due. Drinkwater gets it though. That's the 10-metre line he crosses. And an extra tackle coming, offside. Off the scrum as it comes out to Holmes. Holmes had Valame open there, but takes the tackle. Cotter. With Fisher Harris first to meet him, and Yo and Lindsay Smith there as well. Cotter showing his strength. Robson sends it to Townsend. Now Neem with the flick. Drinkwater gets away from Garner. Now Dearden loves running from this close range. Well handled by the Penrith trio, but more pressure coming. A start of a new set. McLean again gang tackled. The left side is stacked here for North Queensland. Robson, though, will go to the open. Townsend drifting across, finding Dearden. Dearden away to Chester.
Great tackle.
So good defensively, Penrith. That was Taylor May. Now it comes back here for Cotter, shaping to go out the back. Doesn't fool Luke Garner. So still tackles left here for the home side. Drinkwater, the switch. Townsend. Nene. And May there. Luai down low. 1 play left. Chester. Oh, look at Fisher Harris put the pressure on. That put Chester into a corner, really. The grubber came, and they get a result. With Edwards trapped in the in goal.
Yeah, great play here by both sides. We get our first real taste of the Penrith Panthers' defensive resolve on their own line. Fisher Harris, you're right, he flew up out of the line. He had actually lost sight of the ball, which made him play back on the inside. They come up with a nice kick.
Well, that got into Chester's head, didn't it? But he got it to Felt. Felt did very well. Now the short one. And batted back Kenny. He scored a grand final try being a poacher, but not this time. It's Dearden. They've got a chance. It's Valame. They're over. It's a North Queensland try. Penrith were inches from getting that ball back, but the Cowboys get there first. Oh, we've got something on tonight. We've got something very, very special cooking here in Townsville.
Well, so often we see halfbacks kick out to a corner. This time we're going centre field, which gave the opportunity for that man there. So hard to stop, close to the line. Bounced off a tackle, Tommy Dearden, and finds Valame, who's been back into the team a couple of weeks now, out on the left edge, and he loves it.
So the Harvey Norman replay showing the work of Drinkwater. And Kenny almost put himself in the perfect position, but then they were disjointed. And no panic from Dearden. Great attempt to tackle there from Cleary, but Valame too strong. Man from Fiji, from the villages of Fiji, he says the townspeople, they gather when the Sky Sport channel over there shows the games. They don't show them all, so I'm not sure if they're getting this one, but boy, I hope they are, because they'll be just jumping up and down right now. That was a good finish.
It's a great hit back from the Cowboys. It keeps the crowd involved. It keeps them well in touch. Strange decision from Nathan Cleary to go centre field on a short dropout. Dylan Edwards was up for it, but if the ball does come down, you are centre field and you have players stretched. We saw there, Tommy did. Ended up with ball in hand, and he is so hard to stop.
So Val Holmes, it's funny, he's better on the right side than the left, which is unusual for a right-footed kicker. That one, yeah, stays out there. So no goal. Penrith maintain the lead, 6 points to 4.
Well, you can put that down to the old stage of Kyle Felton, his 200th game, just getting a repeat set showing all of his experience, as we see here. And then Semi Valame, too big, too strong from that far out. Corey, you mentioned the Cowboys' confidence there before. I think it was really important they got some points there. They've had a tough couple of weeks. That gets them right back into the game.
Dearden, his second try assist, number 2 for the year. He scored more tries than he's had assists, and the disappointment of Nathan Cleary.
He normally gets them right, Dan. It was obviously a planned play to go centre field, but it makes it so difficult if the other team gets the ball in hand. We've got a game on here.
We sure do. So the Cowboys enjoying a really good last few minutes. It was helped by that error, that unusual Penrith error from near their own line, which gave the Cowboys that chance. No. Chester. His 11th game of first grade with Drinkwater. Roaming in the middle here. Happy to take the tackle this time. Tidy set there from North Queensland, with Townsend getting a fair bit of distance on this kick. Happy to try and pin Edwards in his own 20, which the defence duly does.
Really nicely done from the Cowboys after points. It's so important, as you mentioned, to get through your next set, find a great kick, and then defensively aim up as they just fall into shape. Another strong run from Alamotti. He's proving a handful.
He just hits the defence so hard. He's in for Taruva as Yo claimed by McLean and Finifuiaki, with Edwards bobbing down the middle. And Penrith, after that one error which led to the try against them, their completion rate solid as well. Now Felt pinned on his 10. So gone quick, hasn't it? We're 18 plus minutes into this contest. Holmes almost got a little clip there from Fisher Harris, who pulled his hands out of the way just in time.
Well, when they play a real high-tempo style of football, the Cowboys, they're very good, in particular that run there. As Toto makes a good tackle, in behind the ruck, you've got Holmes, who does a great job.
Taumalolo about to enter proceedings, coming off the bench tonight. Innocuous bounce for Edwards. And Alamotti happy to take that one up. So new plan for Taumalolo. It's been a stint at the start and scored depending. Sometimes a second stint, sometimes not. But this time he starts at about the 20-minute mark. Oh, what a mess that was for Penrith. Casey Badger satisfied no one was obstructed out of all of that. Oh, 6 more tackles.
That hurts. Play 4. Is Fisher Harris now up over halfway?
Boy, oh boy. So really out of nowhere, Penrith are going to get a chance here. Lindsay Smith. Neem peels off. Kenny crafty to Cleary. Now Luai with footwork. Crisp play the ball. Fisher Harris with Garner. And he had Chester and Townsend over him pretty quickly. Cleary on the 20. Now gives it to Edwards. That was a read from Holmes that helped bring Martin down with Dearden there as well. Imposing run though. Last tackle. Kenny goes long. Cleary left foot. Cut off by Drinkwater, and he stays in the field of play. That's a big, big moment for Scott Drinkwater.
Yeah, excellent read from Valentine Holmes out on this left edge. Fini Fuiaki just missed his roll there for a moment. It was the tempo in which Nathan Cleary played at, and the pass that he delivered to Edwards just got Fini Fuiaki interested in it, and Holmes had to come up with a big play.
Not very high standards, Nathan Cleary. He'd be a bit disappointed with a couple of his kicks so far. With Taumalolo, that's a good first run. Now it's Robson scooting out of dummy half. They've made pretty good territory, the Cowboys. Not just in that set, but it's been a theme of the night so far.
Something bit different here from Townsend. Puts a spiral up. So often we see Chad Townsend just go the orthodox bomb down to a right corner. A little bit of variation on the play.
Uh-oh. The try scorer for Penrith. He missed last week for personal reasons, offloading for Kenny. Alamotti really looking for work, Paul Alamotti. That play the ball had purpose. Going up the middle here. Liam Henry, an oddity. Only his 10th first grade game. 3 of them have been at this venue. Cleary lost it. Cleary put it down. Taumalolo with the tackle. That's a start to a game, Jason Taumalolo.
It's a slight little communication error there between Cleary and also Edwards. Wanted to play back on the inside. Edwards wasn't there, and by the time he wanted to come up with an error.
So, now the Cowboys. And they put together back-to-back tries. Ooh, a bubble from the veteran. Taumalolo holds on to it. Robson. Townsend running out of room. Nene just taking the tackle. 6 possession for Nene. So seeing a lot of the ball. Did it. Oh, rushing up was Tunga, and he got himself in no man's land, but he comes back to help make the Holmes tackle. They're rolling though, the Cowboys. Dearden. Well, he ran into traffic, but they've still got 1 play left. Alamotti rode his luck there. The high kick goes, oh, Nene mistimed the jump, and he still almost got there. He got there too early and looked up. All of a sudden, there's the ball.
Well, he's such a target out on that right edge. Nene loves scoring tries off kicks like that. This time there, you mentioned, he just got there a little bit too early. The Cowboys throwing up some variation with their attack, looking very good.
Well, that's the way, isn't it? To beat these gun sides,
absolutely.
You've got to show them. You've got to show them things they don't normally see. Cleary, Smith. Oh, he's lost it. Another Penrith knock on. Well, you just wonder if these humid, warm conditions are just playing a part here. Because that's another Penrith knock on. We've seen Cleary put one down. Now Lindsay Smith, the one that led to the Cowboys' 1 try. And now a scrum inside Penrith territory for North Queensland.
And they'll do well to hold on here, the Panthers. We spoke about how good they are defensively, but if you continually give the attacking team like the Cowboys 32 tries they've scored already in this competition, if you give them enough ball in the right areas, they have the players that can really hurt you.
To Valamay. Game feels like it's being played at the Cowboys' pace right now. Fini Fuiaki up to the 30. Just his 2nd run. That was a good one. Sam McIntyre played all the games this year for the Cowboys, with Robson on for Taumalolo. The catch and pass for Dearden. Back for Fini Fuiaki. Martin doing the bulk of the work there. Potter. Townsend. Charging onto it, Nene. Oh, what a tackle. That's Dylan Edwards. A classic tackle to save a try. Now it's Cotter. He can't crush over.
Brilliant.
That is Penrith's defence at its brilliant, resilient best.
Absolutely sensational defence. Have a look at this here. Luai just left stretching before Edwards comes. Last line of defence. Big man. Nane so close to the line.
Time off driver.
And then they double it up with
Take it
Cotter.
back.
And the cavalry comes.
Don't push, Isaac. Wait. No, take it back.
There's
Take
not
it
many
back.
teams that could have held out there, not once but twice.
Come on.
The Cowboys load up here.
Stand together.
Still, Edwards.
What a player he is.
Wait there. Go two.
Oh, he's dropped it. He's come up with an error.
Nane was the one that flew out of the line. You sense they've got to cash in soon here, but they're right on top of the moment. It might be 6-4 against them, but they're dictating terms here, and it's been that way for the last, 10, 15 minutes.
There's been a real swing of possession. It's been the defensive resolve and their mindset. Some of their bench players, Taumalolo's made a difference, McIntyre's made a difference. Nane's starting to assert himself.
Hope you're enjoying watching on 4K. It's a 4K game. Maybe on that new Hubble. I got one of those, Corey. They're sensational. The little black box, it's a beautiful thing, so easy to use. And it looks great in 4K as well. Now here's Drinkwater.
Stand up now. No, you got.
Taumalolo now. That first run went 15 metres, a great sign for what he might produce tonight. That one pretty well handled. McIntyre away now. Cotter getting the offload, but Tungle all over Dearden. They're throwing everything at Penrith at the moment. Long pass for Townsend. Now Drinkwater on the angle. Here's Chester. Sea of pink jerseys, Luai and May with the tackle. Chester.
Might be a hamstring there for Chester.
Touching the back of his leg. Taumalolo, well handled.
He's going straight to the sideline. Tom Chester. This is awful news for the Cowboys.
Comes down to Townsend. He's Dearden.
Great
Fede Thuiaki wrapped up Isaac Tungle. A couple of terrific tackles from him in that set.
Yeah, huge news. Tom Chester, as you see there, he's gone straight to the sideline. It looked what to believe is a hamstring. Jake Granville now onto the field. But again, the defensive display we're seeing from the Panthers is unbelievable. Both times now, the Cowboys running it on fifth play, trying to throw everything they can.
Granville's a bit of a mixer, but it's going to have to result in some reshuffling of the Cowboys lineup with Chester the centre.
Looks to go at the moment that McIntyre's gone out in that right-hand centre position.
Geez, that's a blow. He's had his issues with injury, ironically. It was an injury that opened the door for him, and that's not good.
This is where the Panthers are so good. They've just spent the last 5 or 6 minutes defending their own line, and then Nathan Cleary comes up the other end and puts it on a dime, pulls it up a metre out of their own line.
Now it's Felt.
Good run.
Powerful run. And the tidy play the ball. Robson sends it on to Townsend. And they working wide. Just outside the 30. So just the 2 tries, and we're nearly 30 minutes into this contest. McIntyre, the former Tiger and Titan. Drinkwater's going to do the kicking. Now, he has some variety with his kicking, and that's got a little bit of tail on it, but again, just swallowed up by Edwards. Linking up with Toto. Getting around Cotter. Not quite through Cotter, but he'll take him along for the ride, and Penrith almost a halfway.
It won't take too long before Nathan Cleary and Jerome Luai are able to identify that left-hand side. And the fact that Tom Chester has left the field, Sam McIntyre is now defending up against Taylor May.
Well, we saw them against Parramatta and Brisbane early in the year, just cut them to shreds. And that's exact scenario where the injured player is supposed to be. Cleary with the little show and go on tackle number 4. Kenny. Yo, Eisenhuth, who'll want to offload but not allowed to. One tackle left. Patience being shown here by Penrith. They haven't been down here for a while. Comes to Cleary. The cutout for Tungle. 2-on-2. Desperate flick. Alamotti somehow fashions a kick, but in the end, that's a pretty good result for the Cowboys. That kick gets the Cowboys to the 20 and gets them an extra tackle.
Yeah, really nicely done from the Cowboys. They come down this right-hand side. They've had some success through that man there. Alamotti just too hard off the boot. And a reshuffle as Chester makes his way into the tunnel.
And you saw straight away clutching the back of his leg, so not a good sign there. Holmes.
McIntyre, good leg speed.
He's having a good year. Having a good year, McIntyre. Robson away to Dearden. Here comes Finifuiaki. Working over those right side defenders for Penrith. Drinkwater had Cotter pouring through, went to Townsend. Oh, Tamalolo dummy half. Drinkwater, his run well read. So to come to Townsend on the last year, time to set himself, looking for the felt involvement. Bit shallow, comes down there, no, he falls over the line.
Oh, it's called forward out of dummy half, the pass.
My goodness.
We would have had to have gone upstairs to have a look. This pass here, Robson to Townsend.
Oh, jeez.
Touch judge right on the mark, did not move.
No, it's an instant call, and you see Casey Badger there is all over it, but boy, there's no question we've seen worse passes let go this year, but anyway, that's the call.
He's got to be extremely happy with his team, what he's seen at the moment. Todd Payton defensively is again, Alamotti.
Gets Penrith on the front foot, Alamotti.
Doesn't.
Tunnel following up. A little leg pull from Cotter, but that's all fine with Yo for Cleary. Cleary to the front man. And Garner did well not to lose that into Townsend as the ball was bobbled. Cleary. Sizing the defence up each time he gets the ball in his hands. That was Henry. A high kick. Martin coming through.
Knock on Penrith.
Looks like it's a clean knock on off Liam Martin. And it's another 20-metre tap and 7 tackle set.
Yeah, well weighted kick there from Nathan Cleary. He's had a bit of a mixed bag with the kick. Liam Martin just getting up above him.
Good competitive game this.
Still yet to have any real shape out on that left-hand side for the Panthers.
Oh,
look at that.
the shot from Kenny jolts the ball out of Holmes' hand. Now Penrith click into gear as it comes to To'o. To'o gets inside Nane. Inside another. Gets rid of Drinkwater. Drinkwater comes back. Misses again. That is some run from To'o. And now a full set from inside the 10. Here come the Panthers. They've done so much defending. May, Luai, Cleary, Edwards. Edwards goes through. Edwards scores. They are a machine. They are relentless. They are in for their second try.
Unbelievable scenes we see here from the Penrith Panthers. Have been under assault from the Cowboys. Here's the error. Look at the shot here from Mitch Kenny, just straight up under the ball. Greasy conditions here. And they fall straight into seat. What about this run? Brian To'o. So hard to put down. They come across to this right-hand side. There's some shape out the back. One-on-one. Edwards on the outside of Tommy Dearden. Valentine Holmes fails to miss him. He come up with a couple of try savers only a number of minutes ago against Nane at the other end of the field. This time, crossing over for an important try against the run of play.
So Edwards does it again. In the last 7 weeks, has 5 tries as well as 5 try assists. Ryan To'o's run was imperious, and then the finish from Edwards. There's not many teams that could have withstood what the Panthers did. The Cowboys, through all the variety they had at them, Cleary guides that one through. Biggest lead of the night so far. So this is going to test the mettle of the Cowboys. 12-4.
Well, this is the try-saving tackle we saw on the night. There was a try for all money, and he was able to put him on his back. And then they come down the other end of the field and just inserts himself into the back line, has options outside him, takes on the defence. He is a wonderful player. A lot of noise around this man and his opportunity to potentially play Origin.
Here's a reaction.
That's a good one.
Brent Tate, down to you.
Yeah, just confirming Tom Chester's done a hamstring, so he won't return tonight, so not good news for the Cows.
No, that is no good. Hopefully it's at the lower end of the scale and he's not out too long, because that's now turning into a bit of a black hole. Labert gone for the season, and then Chester goes into that spot and he gets injured.
Real interesting 4.5 minutes coming up here for the home side.
Well, this is where Penrith can blow teams away. Oh, this is hurting. Penalty. Trying to just slow these, play the balls down, and now Penrith will go on the attack.
From a mindset of the Cowboys, they've had all the ball, they've had a lot of things go right. They haven't been able to crack their line. The Panthers get up the other end, they score points. That can be real deflating from a confidence point of view. They need to stick strong here. They've been good this first half.
It's an interesting view there for the tackled player. So halfway line where this set effectively begins. Luai. Crossing from the Penrith runners. Yo, he lined up Granville. His eyes lit up and he took him on, but he couldn't get past Taumalolo. Cleary looks inside, goes outside. Edwards onto Tungor. Well, they're back in their groove, the Panthers. It comes back to a running Cleary, holding it up, trying to send Henry bursting through. Last tackle. Comes to Cleary. Links up with Luai. The short pass for Garner. It's a forward pass. It's a forward pass.
Well, that's one apiece now. Out on that left-hand side. The touchy, he's come in field. Is it a... Well, he just pulls up on his run there.
Corey, that's a... If the previous one's forward, that's dead set forward. 1-1.
What it will do, though, is a highlight to Jerome Luai.
Oh, geez, this is getting a little...
It'll highlight on that right-hand side defensively. McIntyre playing in the centres. Their first chance, they come over at the try line.
I thought he was entitled to some sort of action, a penalty inside the 40, with Henry not getting off him, but Henry said, I'm trying to get off him, he won't let me get off him. In Casey Badger let the whole thing play out. Dearden. Ooh, got away there. It was Henry and Eisenhuth that couldn't bring Dearden down. Matt stays on the ground, but it won't matter here. The faultless one, Dylan Edwards. With 2 minutes to go in this first half. Seems like a long time ago now. Brian To'o scored the opening try. He loses his headgear. Taylor May. Hard run into the defence. So Penrith have an absurd record when they lead at half-time with their gun players like Cleary and Yo in the side. Something like they've won 58 of their last 59. Here he is now, Cleary, on for Edwards. Again, the crisscrossing, and now back for Luai. Getting around three of them and then straightening. Holding on Granville. Geez, they're testing Granville. Now it's Cleary on the last. The high kick. The chase coming through. Cleary's chasing his own kick. Good work, Drinkwater.
Well, they've done extremely well, the Cowboys, to hang on at the moment. Minute remaining in this first half. They're under the pump. Jerome Luai starting to impose himself. Plenty of fatigue starting to happen. As a strong tackle there from To'o.
And he got his penalty, Kyle Felt. A set too late in his mind. But well, they can pump this long here.
You see there, Drinkwater wants to get things underway.
Yeah,
Let's hurry up.
He's got something in mind. Let's see how extravagant they get. I mean, I guess they could look for a Holmes 2-pointer if it doesn't happen for them the first couple of plays, but they might get too close, as Rob said, with Dearden to Drinkwater. Intercept! Oh, it's Alamotti! He's away! Goodbye! Alamotti will score, and it's a disastrous ending for the North Queensland Cowboys. Trying to put on a try just before half-time, and it blows up in their face. Alamotti scores 2 weeks in a row, and it blows the game open on the stroke of half-time.
He's been sensational out on this right edge, Alamotti. This time puts himself between two of the attackers on the Cowboys. They come down the left. We can see from Drinkwater, he wanted to get things underway. Goes for the long ball across to Valemei and Alamotti. 11 runs, 196 run meters, 5 tackle busts and a try. What a half.
196 run meters in a half.
He just got 40 then.
Wow.
That's some first half from that man there. He was called into the squad. If you've only just joined us, called into the team late. Sania Taruva pulled out of the side from Coach Cleary. And in goes that man.
Well, what were the words we were told? Coach's decision. It would seem it was a good coach's decision, given what this man is producing. Well, that's done the crowd here, and it's done the Cowboys even more. It was 6-4 with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Now it's going to be a big Penrith lead. So Penrith, what they do so well, grind away, take their chances, and do it with their defence. They did so much defending, but it's the Panthers who lead comfortably now, 18 points to 4. So the Panthers with a healthy lead as they look for their 5th win. Cowboys yet to lose at home this year. And the second half begins in the warm and humid conditions. And it's Taumalolo. He came off the bench. He started very well. He came on midway through the first half. Nene for Cotter. So no Tom Chester. Hamstring injury ruled him out. There's Granville.
Well, the challenge for the Cowboys is in the opening 5 to 10 minutes of this game is to just settle into their mood. We saw through periods in that first half when they had chunks of possession, they were able to just mount some pressure. Unfortunately, the downside to that is Robson out of dummy half is that Panthers went up the other end and put 2 back-to-back tries together.
Markers were squared there, so no set restart, which may have been what Robson was playing for there. As Edwards brings it back. Exceptional first half from him, even by his lofty standards. Yeah, no one better than this man, though. Paul Alamotti. And there's Edwards. Great try-saving tackle. And then the try at the other end not long later. He's got a try. Eisenhuth. We yet to see Dane Laurie nor Mav Guy for Penrith. This is Liam Henry. We've seen a fair bit of him. His 7th run for North Queensland. 16 of the 17 have played. Tom McKaylee did not appear in the first half. Drinkwater.
Stand up now. Wait with me. Stay square. Go.
This is McIntyre, part of the reshuffle with Chester injured. McIntyre's been going quite wide since then. Felt carries it forward. Good challenge from Valemei, the North Queensland try scorer. Tamalolo gets an offload away. Drinkwater hovering. Dearden. Well, he had plans to get that on, but Tungle snuffing them out quickly. Feayaki at dummy half. Townsend fashioning one. It's easily caught. Edwards. What's he seeing here? He's seeing To'o on his left. Gets away from Felt, gets away from Robson. More tackle bust for Brian To'o. Down to Brent Tate on the sideline.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. I've got a pretty pleased coach in Ivan Cleary. His message at half-time was just stop the mistakes. He thinks if they can get their ball control up, put this Cowboys under pressure, and defensively just gave his team a huge rap. Toddy Payton, on the other hand, in attack, he was pretty happy with their yardage carries and their short sides. Wants them to be a bit better on the ground in defence, and just told his team to show some good old-fashioned ticker.
Thank you, Toady.
He could go into some sort of record stakes at the moment. Toto, if he goes continually goes where he's at, he's at 12 tackle busts already.
The rest of the team, they're playing pretty well, is at 11. Here's the high kick here, which has Valamay back. Oh, he put it down, and now Martin picks it up and scores. Penrith get an early second half try. Valamay heard the footsteps of this man, Liam Martin, and Penrith. Terrific start to the second half for them.
Well, I made mention only moments ago, it's going to be a real interesting start to this second half for the Cowboys. Would have went into the sheds pretty demoralised after the fact that they had a lot of possession, and the Panthers were able to repel them defensively and roll up the other end and score, as we see on the Harvey Norman replay. Valamay just coming down with what looked to be a pretty easy catch.
Well,
and Liam Martin just scoops up, and all of a sudden, 22 points to 4, kick to come.
if you heard the steps of Martin, he certainly would have heard the steps of Tungle. That was the man that really imposed himself, and Valamay. The shake of the head says it all. Martin's first try this year. Pretty good try scorer, actually. That's surprising it's taken him this long to score one in season 2024. 24th try in his 111 games.
Well, they need to really rally together here and show some character to the home side.
Well, it's
22 points to 4, kick to come. It's really important they stay within touch and don't get blown off the park. We've seen at different stages throughout the course of the year, the Cowboys, second worst defensive team in the competition, and if you allow this team here, led by that man there, the opportunity to play some football, it could be a real long 36 minutes.
You saw that stat there with Cleary, the first Panther to get to 600 goals. He's got some work to do to catch Ryan Girdler on the point scoring tally, but that seems somewhat of a formality. Tomorrow, 2 games here on Fox League. The exclusive one, the high-flying Dolphins. Third place on the ladder coming into the weekend against Newcastle. Tough times at Newcastle. And then we've got Canberra Cronulla, 4 p.m. So double-header. We're back to normal now, 2 p.m., 4 p.m. The regulation format that we're so used to. And then, of course, it's Matty Johns. Got a couple of Bulldogs with him. The Bulldogs had the bye this week. Steve Crichton, Jacob Kiraz will be on set there. Matty Johns show after the 2 games here on Fox League. Liam Henry, another impressive youngster just off this Penrith conveyor belt. Cleary well inside the 40, but happy to just pump it long and down the middle. Tries in the 34th, 40th and 44th minutes. 3 in 10 minutes for the Panthers. And the Cowboys have to be really careful here not to let this get totally out of hand.
I wouldn't be waiting too much longer if I was Todd Payton, getting a player like Thomas McKaylee out there. Just a bit of size in the middle. He puts on Jake Granville, who tackles like a warrior, but carrying the ball can get really dominated from time to time. They go to the left-hand side.
They just seem to have all the answers. Finifuriaki gets up slowly. Drinkwater, skinny side, high kick. He's following through on his own kick here, trying to put pressure on Edwards. Oh, it's come out. It's come out. Edwards says it's been punched out and it's a knock on.
Well, they lost their challenge early in the first half. We heard referee Casey Badger, you went to surrender and the ball was dislodged.
Well, that's a great play by Scott Drinkwater. The kick, the chase, maybe a little craftiness.
Come on, guys, don't miss the clock. You've got 10 seconds. Wait.
So you're right, they burned theirs in the first half, the challenge. And that's it. That would have been a one replay job, you imagine, but not at their disposal, the Panthers. So, a chance for North Queensland to get this crowd at least back into the contest.
10 metres. Your whole side here is early.
And that won't bother Penrith all that much.
Tom, what do you want to do?
Now,
Get it.
so often we see the teams just go back and repack.
Yeah.
We're in here, guys.
It's interesting. You see the teams that repack and you're sort of expecting
Don't go early. Don't
a
miss
bigger and
50
better play to come on the next one. And so often we don't see that. As now Tommy Dearden comes out on the right-hand side. Maybe we will.
Yes, they often try and bluff the opposition, but they end up bluffing themselves. It doesn't look like the Cowboys are doing that here because now they've got 4 on the right side. Oh, they go to the left, but no Dearden. And, oh, slicing through Val Holmes. It just opened up. And on the second attempt, a little bit of variety, and it catches the Panthers out. That's the Cowboys' second try.
And a much-needed try to the home side through Valentine Holmes down on this left-hand side. Their key indicators out to the right. Tom Dearden, Drinkwater. They go out to the left-hand side. Such a powerful runner through the hips, is so stable. Beats 2 very good defenders. Comes off the left foot. And able to cross for a try that keeps him with arm's reach. Kick to come, 24 points to 8.
Strangely simple against this Penrith defence. Nice work, nicely worked play. Well, it might just be a little lesson there. You get a second crack at it. You have to do something just a little different. So good record for Val Holmes in terms of scoring tries against Penrith. Yeah, it's a good battle, isn't it? The point scoring battle. Last time he played Penrith here, he scored a hat-trick. That was round 25, 2022. Well, they needed something just to turn things around, and they've done that. 1 try apiece in the second half, 24-10 Penrith.
Yeah, just how important that try is for Val Holmes. I've had a bit of an indifferent year this year, Val Holmes. Lots of errors in his game at the moment. We saw just on half-time make that error that changed the game, but no more important try to get the Cowboys with a bit more punch in their game now. 24-10, right back into it.
Yeah, he makes a good point, Brent Tate, on the sideline in and about Val Holmes. He does everything with such intent. He's had a few more errors than we would have thought from that sort of type of player, but he doesn't leave his divots behind. He continually goes at 100 miles an hour, which is exactly what you want to see.
There's all those tries up there. Oh, Tamalolo crashing into the Penrith trio. 2 tries in the match in the first 33 minutes and then 4 in a 15-minute run. Well, it certainly lifted the energy, that try. No question here. Real purpose about the Cowboys. That's a beautiful pass from McIntyre as Felt gets some room, then keeps it alive. It's all... Comes away for North Queensland. Now it's Dearden sending it on to Finifuriaki, winding up. Wrapped up by Tungor. But a full set for the Cowboys. Well, this should change things if they could get another quickly. Holmes. Oh, we got past Tungor. Got past another. Still going. Cotter. He gets it on. Townsend gets around Luai. Beautiful little face palm. Then wrapped up by Taylor May. All of a sudden, Penrith on the back foot. That's a good run here from Tamalolo, looking to get the quick play of the ball. 6 more tackles, much to Tamalolo's frustration. He would have preferred the quick play of the ball. Finifuriaki, he's looking for the quick play of the ball here. Penrith holding down at the moment as it comes to Drinkwater. Now, they've read that play so well tonight, but he still almost muscles his way there. May, Kenny and Luai need all their strength. Drinkwater to Townsend. The rushing defence of Henry. as it gets away now to Dearden. Oh, Dearden can't escape Cleary. They just continue to mount defensive pressure, Penrith. Taumalolo with footwork. He's having a terrific night. Looking a little like the Taumalolo of old at times. Cotter, dummies, can't get under. Almost gets through though. Last tackle. Shades of the first half. They're throwing everything at them. The grubber. Granville snuck in front. He just couldn't get up in time. And a dropout coming.
But you see the coach, he's up and about. Todd Payton. James Maloney in the back left there. The defensive display once again from the three-time premiership winners is standing very tall. Some wonderful individual efforts there. Cleary to get one. Liam Henry to put some pressure on.
So what will Cleary bring out this time? The short one. No, he almost got that that almost hit the line, and that would have been fair game. But 10-metre play the ball for North Queensland. Listen to this crowd. They've woken up. The Cowboys team have given them something to get excited about.
You're spot on about Jason Taumalolo. There's been plenty written about him this week in regards to his career. He's turned on again.
Maybe they found his spot going forward. He's a super sub. North Queensland here. That's Tom McKaylee into the game. Dearden underneath for Finefe'iaki. Comes to Dearden on the angle. Townsend with a little space. Back inside for Rene. Nav Geyer underneath with first contact. Six more tackles. I wonder how much they're going to test the ref here. How many six agains before further action is taken? McKaylee, evasive. And offloading. Oh, sharp pick up there from Robson. Gee, did well there, Reece Robson in traffic. Granville, extravagant dummy from Dearden. The league knows he's going to run when he's that close. Great tackle from Yeo. Again, slowish play the ball. Crowd not happy. Drinkwater on. Holmes again. A terrific tackle. Alamotti this time getting down low. But here's Drinkwater shot side. Away to Finefe'iaki. Here they come. Cowboys back to back. And they can feel a comeback is on the cards here at Queensland Country Bank Stadium.
Well, he's been a wrecking ball. Kulekefu Finefe'iaki out on the left-hand side, signed during the week to the Dolphins. And under that much pressure defensively, the Panthers have cracked. That's the second missed tackle that we've seen from Cleary. The first one coming on Valentine Holmes, close to line off a scrum, that time against Finefe'iaki. 33 times that Cowboys been tackled inside 20 throughout this game. And they're able to go back-to-back tries and a huge amount of confidence.
Yes, indeed. So 24-4. It's now 24-14 and potentially an 8-point contest with so much time to go. Yeah, fascinating story. Finefe'iaki, Hilamuki re-signed, and that basically opened the door. And Finefe'iaki, great pickup for the Dolphins.
Todd's given that chewy some.
It's a bad day to be a piece of Hubba Bubba. Robin Cleary.
Might be beef jerky up in the north.
It's about as emotional as Ivan Cleary gets. He looked actually a bit nervous. So Holmes. He set this back a fair way. Distance never a problem for Val Holmes. Opening up the angle. It doesn't work for him though. Pulls it badly. 24-14.
Huge confidence boost for the Cowboys. When you've got wrecking balls like Finefe'iaki in your team, you just want to get them early ball. Great ruck recognition there from Scotty Drinkwater. Just on Jason Taumalolo, 10 runs, 114 metres. It's not so much the metres he's made, it's just the quality of his work tonight. He's been outstanding coming off the bench.
It certainly has. Nice start from Tom McKaylee as well. There's Finefe'iaki. is game 3 of the Women's Origin Series right here. If it's a decider, you can bet this joint will be rocking. First 3-game series, NRL.com/tickets for Women's Origin here in Townsville. Should be terrific. Well, the Cowboys. All of a sudden, a team that believes. McLean first to hit it up. McKaylee. Thought he was going to be at Warrington. He's already played a stint there. Supposed to have a second stint. Fell through. So here he is at the Cowboys. Finifeaki.
His trial form was sensational for the Cowboys. It's taken him to round 8 to get into the team.
Greenville almost halfway. Dictating terms again, the Cowboys, as they did for a fair chunk of the first half. There's another McKaylee offload. Quarter looking for Townsend. That one wasn't crisp. They still have one more tackle left here. Quarter, plenty of time to give this a lot of air. Edwards underneath it. And just takes the tackle.
It's really important that the Cowboys continue to play football against the Panthers. They're the masters at taking you to the 80th minute and playing football and going set for set, putting you in the cycle. And it's been some unstructured style, a little offload from here to there. Be feeling the pinch at the moment. Spent a month out with that hamstring injury.
Gaia was impressive on debut against the Roosters at the football stadium. 29 minutes that night. Fisher Harris carrying it forward on play 5. Valame will be a little nervy. That was much easier, but put the last one down. Alamotti with his hands on him there, but there's 3 in the tackle. Good run from Valame. Jeez, if they could get one more, that really puts a scare through the Panthers. Phil. Full of running, North Queensland. Dearden. Oh, Finifeaki, he's coming into his own, but he's put that down. He steamed onto that ball. Now, hang on, is he going to say that came out at the hands of the Panthers? Said something to Reece Robson, and yep.
All right, we're coming into tackle 4. We've got a captain's challenge from the Cowboys.
Get the feeling in the context of the game, this is a big moment right here.
It certainly is. It was a tough catch under pressure. The ball arriving right into the contact zone.
Oh, a little clip. A little clip from Tungor. That's got the crowd interested. It's going to be a loose ball carry, you imagine, Corey, don't you?
It does look like a loose ball carry.
I mean, Tungor's hand is there, but...
Sorry, mate, I just want to listen. Give me 1 second.
Whether that left arm of Isaac Tungor is deemed...
Ooh.
No, okay.
Well, yes, but...
The initial contact from Isaac Tungo is high.
Yeah.
So the challenge is successful. It'll be a penalty for high tackle.
A little bit of luck coming in the home side.
Yep,
They've had more possession. They've had 6 more sets.
It'd be fascinating if Finifeaki, that's what he was challenging.
Yeah, where's Liam? Liam Henry's on report.
But it's not billiards. You don't have to call the ball into the pocket. You just challenge it, and it's up to the bunker gods. Well, what about this? Cowboys with a chance.
Make sure we're clean down these ends.
The game has been camped at this southern end. McLean.
Let him up, Isaiah. Behind the line.
McKaylee early ball. Townsend on to it. Charging NRL. Comes to Townsend. On it goes McKaylee. Oh, look at him just easily get that arm free. Couldn't find anyone to link up with this time. Gee, looks fit, McKaylee. Comes here to Townsend. Oh, and clip for Dearden. It was accidental, but it certainly was high.
Yeah, play 3. There'll be another penalty here on Tungor.
Now, let's see. The bunker's now going to get a chance to look at this to determine just how accidental this was. caught out there, didn't he? Tungle flying up.
Dan?
Well, you're the expert, Corey. You talk us
Well,
through.
I'm none from one. I said the last one was okay. That one there looks very much the same. Way on.
Here's McLean.
James, arms out.
Another chance for Penrith. Oh, for the Cowboys. Penrith having to survive. Linafuriaki seeing so much of it in the second half. McKaylee with footwork, now straightening. Slow play the ball, not for the first time. Dearden. Townsend. Nene steaming onto it. An irresistible run, and he's over! Another for North Queensland, who are steamrolling over the Panthers. This lead is shrinking at an alarming rate.
Well, they've tried their hand on this right-hand side a couple of times today. This time it comes up trumps. Jeremiah Nene, one-on-one, Jeremiah against Luai. Jerome Luai comes up, just shows enough of his inside shoulder. Nene hits the line perfectly. This time Dylan Edwards falls off the tackle. He did a try-saver in the first half. Beautiful straighten from Chad Townsend, and Nene on the inside shoulder of Jerome Luai. And all of a sudden, 24 points to 18, kick to come right next to the post. We have a game on here.
Oh, do we what? 3 tries in a row. You just sense that this is starting to take its toll. All this defence and the great pink wall of the Panthers is being cracked.
It's been great character shown in the second half from the Cowboys. 14 out of 15 completed sets in this second half. The Panthers have only had 5 completed sets. They've done a terrific job.
And the hands on hips there behind the try line, and Holmes makes it a 4-point contest. And can you believe this? The 3-time defending premiers had a lead of 24-4, and it's now 24-20. And well deserved this try, Corey, because the second rowers have been fantastic for North Queensland.
Well, when you have such destruction out on the right-hand side as Todd Payton just rides it home, you got Fini Fuiaki on the left and Nene on the right. But you're right, it was 24 points to 4 at one point. You just had some real fear that maybe this game might get ugly. And they've found themselves back in the contest.
So McLean is first to hit it up, but they're not in front yet. McIntyre back in the middle here with this run. But they're firing on all cylinders at the moment. McKaylee.
Been a real difference off the bench, McKaylee. Couple offloads, hard to get to ground.
This is Robson running out of dummy half. When he's running out of dummy half, the Cowboys are cooking. 2 tackles left now. Drinkwater galloping down the middle. This is a terrific set post points. 1 tackle left. Townsend to the air. Nene coming through. Nene. Oh, that's been lost. That's Cowboys ball. And they're going to go again, North Queensland. This is going wrong in a hurry for Penrith.
Yeah, there's big talk here from Edwards about a disruptor coming in.
Yeah, but no challenge.
Yeah, the referee, the touch judge has made his way in. There's plenty of pointing going on. Emotions are high.
The most important pointing, Casey Badger pointing to the Cowboys to signify their feed.
And it was Nene. If you have a look at Nene here, does not go up for the ball. It well and truly gets in the road of To'o. Cynical disruptor. That's the word that we've been hearing.
12 metres out, North Queensland. This would be some mountain. Can they climb to the top here? 20 points they trailed by. Townsend. McLean early ball. Drinkwater long. McIntyre takes on May. May holds his ground. Not only have they rounded this lead up, they've done it so quickly. McKaylee. And that was Fisher Harris cleverly getting in the way of a potential offload. Townsend. Didn't. Throws the ball at the Valemay. Did well to hold that and steady himself to get away from the touchline. Now Dearden goes back to the open. Drinkwater goes deep. It's a wild one. It's a chase. Who wants it?
Oh, that's a huge play.
Sensational from Taylor May.
That's an enormous play from Taylor May. Have the desperation. His team have been under assault defensively, to have the desperation to find his way through some traffic and dive on the ball.
Well, on a night where it's felt like nothing has stuck for Penrith, that's incredible. In these conditions too, where it is greasy. But Penrith are tight. There's no question. The tanks are empty. All the defending. There's Edwards. His tank never seems to empty. And they get through that set. Cleary putting...
He's got a bit on it, this one.
Putting some real spin and swing on this. And Valemay. Oh, careful. Finds Dearden, but this is the Cowboys. This is how they play. As Holmes takes the tackle.
He's come up with a little bit of success, Nathan Cleary, on a couple of those kicks. Valamay's dropped one in the first half. That one there's now Griffin Neame comes in behind the ruck.
Oh, that's a charge. Griffin Neame, remember, started, so it's his second stint now. McIntyre running into Luai. They've stacked this short side, and then they got away from Guy briefly, but covering Fisher Harris, who seems to be everywhere at the moment, along with May. And now plenty of time here for a torpedo-style kick. It did wobble. No problem for Edwards. And Edwards skipping away from Townsend. Then drawing in two defenders and giving it to To'o. What about that? And then To'o keeps going. This is extraordinary. Getting away from Robson. Edwards and To'o. Now they've got Penrith on the front foot. Swung out to Alamotti. Alamotti away from Holmes, the audacious flick, and that is an un-Penrith-like mistake as Tungo helped into touch.
He's had a terrific night out on that right-hand side, Alamotti, but he does not need to do this. Have a look at the run here from Brian To'o. Off the left foot, off the right foot, through some tacklers again. 16 tackle busts for this game, 178 run metres. They come out to the right, and Alamotti just needs to put his nose on the ground and play the ball.
13:20 to go.
16 tackle busts for To'o.
On a normal night, you'd say, well, that's Penrith. They're going to steady the ship now. A big play, and they'll just roll on. But they give the chance back to North Queensland. What character they've shown the Cowboys when they look like they're going to be blown apart. Ruben Cotter now driving forward. All the big guns are starting to play a part here. Dearden charging on. Philip Yaki. That is an awesome sight. But Liam Martin, fantastic tackle. Townsend for Cotter with footwork into Martin. Getting away from Martin briefly. Inside the 10. Last tackle coming. Comes to the open side. Townsend, Fisher Harris rushed up. Drinkwater, no. Oh, Luai gets him down low. Another try saver from Penrith.
He's had his hands full all night. Jerome Luai, they scored on that same play only moments ago. This time does enough to bring him down, and Fisher Harris over the top.
They have pulled out all the tricks, the Cowboys. And as stirring as this comeback has been, they still can't find their way in front.
If they get another opportunity, run the same play, because Luai is jumpy. Run the same play and have a look out the back. Luai has to stop and has to make that tackle, otherwise he scores.
There's Edwards carrying it forward, but have you noticed every big tackle, Fisher Harris is around the mark.
Yep.
He is everywhere. Guy. Oh, is he a victim of a crusher? Yes, he is.
Just caught awkwardly there through Thomas McKaylee.
He is. So,
Say that
Now
again.
that might be the momentum shifter that Penrith have been craving.
Well, they threw away possession through a flick pass from Alamotti when they got down over the 40-metre line, which seems like an eternity ago that they've had any sort of good field position. 33% they've had of possession the last 10 minutes.
Martin. 30 metres from the line.
45 tackles the Cowboys have had inside 20 to 8.
It's still remarkable defence from Penrith, even though they've conceded some tries now. And this would really hurt. If they can reassert a 2-score lead. Cleary, the double pump. Luai, it opens up, but Belt makes a crucial tackle on May. This time the Cowboys come up with a great defensive play. Luai for Cleary. Cleary for Smith. Set up play with 2 tackles left. Oh no, now there's 6 tackles left. Cleary, Edwards, hovering, assessing, and just accepting the tackle. What a game this has turned into. Yo turning it in. Lindsay Smith. This is what they do, Penrith. They're so patient. No need to rush here with Yo finding Cleary. Cleary turning it in. And, there. Yep, clip tie. Oh, they can take a shot at goal here and make this a 6-point game. That's pretty close to the post as well.
He's bleeding pretty heavily.
Yeah, just time off, just because we might have a...
There's a fair bit going on there. Casey Badger doing her best to control things. Tempers are high. It's just an accidental bit of friendly fire between Cotter and also Robson. You see the blood on the cheekbone there. Hopefully it is maybe just the nose and not the cheekbone, as you would think.
And hopefully they can clean it up quickly, because they need him, Maurice Robson. They certainly need Ruben Cotter as well. That's not bleeding, so he should be fine to continue. And, ooh, it's...
Well, you would also think that maybe
HIA
might come into play. 2 very integral players, particularly that man there, the number 9.
And the doc obviously will be looking here to see how they reacted after that.
Not too concerned at all. Ruben Cotter.
I didn't say exactly that.
So Cleary ball in hand, he will take a shot at goal to make it a 6-point contest.
Are you good, trainer?
Just on 10 minutes, just under 10 minutes remain. 6-point contest. Be interesting to see if they go short. The NRL have introduced the short kick-off rule to try and entice teams. Well, is 10 minutes still enough time to go long?
They're such a flamboyant team. You'd imagine they might, and they've got the king, Kyle Felt, the aerial game. Of course, you take that risk, and then Penrith can set up for a field goal or get close for a try. But don't worry about that in a moment as we wait for Cleary to slot this one through. 4 tries all. It's actually goal kicking that's separating these sides. Last time Penrith scored, it was 24-4. That just gets them out to a 6-point lead, 26-20. And this is what the Panthers are so good at, controlling situations like this. Game still very much on the line. And it's probably a good night to have that man back, Nathan Cleary.
Again, they've done a terrific job, haven't they, defensively? At different stages tonight, they have been under assault.
So let's see what the Cowboys have in mind here.
It's going to go long.
And Penrith also set up for the long one. So no surprises here. Fisher Harris. It's Guy. Smith. Run out stuff as you'd expect. And team up by 6. Yo. He's put the offloads away tonight. Edwards. And he's Pretty well handled, to be fair, by the Cowboys most of the night. And typical wobbler here from Cleary. Valamay's already put one down, and he puts down another. That was Tungle again up in his face. Martin and Alamotti putting pressure on as well.
It's a cruel game when you're playing against such class like Nathan Cleary. Dropped one in the first half, allowed one to bounce only moments ago, and this time here, Cleary didn't quite get it how he wanted it. Bit of fatigue, high humidity here, and he comes up with an error. Valamay, 7 minutes remaining. They are just relentless, absolutely relentless, defensively, offensively. They are patient.
So Cleary, conventional wisdom tells you they probably look for one here, but let's see. Cleary, 14 career field goals. Might have it sorted before they get to the last tackle. Lindsay Smith claimed on tackle 2. He ripped the short side again. Now, underneath, Tungle holds on. Keeps it alive, but yeah, way too late that one. And plays it. Yo, Cleary, the left foot kick. Here comes Gaia. Oh, almost. It was an awkward one, but McIntyre clears it away. Yeah, nothing conventional about the Panthers. Tackle 3, 6-point lead, and Cleary happy to roll it in.
It looked as though that they were going to set up for the 1 point. He was talking to James Fisher-Harris and ready to lay a line. They have to go short here, as they do.
Nane bats it back. Neem's got it. Cowboys stay alive. Look at him protecting that ball, Griffin Neem. No one's ripping it off him, that's for sure. Oh, he's put it down. That's a cracking tackle. And that might just be the moment where Penrith go on to clinch this game. Mitch Kenny.
One of the unsung heroes of this football side, Mitch Kenny, his defensive resolve. You see Liam Martin up under. They've done that a couple of times, the pair of them. Ruben Connor just doing his absolute best for his team. There's been some wonderful performers. They've shown such great character. 5 minutes remaining. Game is still well and truly alive. You would think this time Nathan Cleary will get his team in position.
Well, of course, the dropout, forcing a dropout's not the weapon it used to be, given how good teams are getting the ball back.
Need to set to the far left post.
We've entered the last 5 minutes of a fabulous contest. Yo for Cleary, Cleary for Luai. Luai goes long. To'o with work to do. Drinkwater, very good tackle up top. Just a split second there for To'o. It was a cleaner, quicker pass. May have got there. 6 more tackles though, as they sweep across from the left side to where Martin is on that right edge. Kenny for Smith. Smith. With Kenny back for Yo, underneath Cleary, changing direction. Edwards, beautiful right foot step. Edwards almost gets there, but gets a taste of his own medicine.
Drinkwater.
Yeah, you just tangled.
Normally Edwards putting on those sort of try savers. Back for Cleary. Neem rushing up. Luai goes deep. 2 on 2. Oh, through the hands of To'o. And they're still alive, North Queensland.
Well, how often have we seen they're calling a touch in flight there?
And that's coming back to the Cowboys.
Casey Badger's not having any part of it. How often have we seen the Panthers just ice those moments?
Well, it would have to be McIntyre if there was any finger, but didn't look like much there.
3.5 minutes, Dan.
Well, this is... It deserves a grandstand finish, this game. The spirit the Cowboys have showed.
Holmes in a bad way. Got a big split.
Felt they didn't lose Robson or Cotter, so dropped obviously satisfied. No need for the concussion protocol. Midway through this set, Townsend holding it up. Not taking the bait, Taylor May, staying with his man McIntyre the whole way. Townsend again first receiver. On it goes now. There's Tamalolo was catching and passing. Love a penalty here, the Cowboys not coming. Oh, we get to the last tackle, Drinkwater. He's the one that lost it. Tamalolo's caught with it. Fashions a miraculous pass. Holmes, now Drinkwater. Oh, chip and chase. Was he playing for a penalty? Mightn't matter. Towed through by Townsend. Oh, that's another great tackle. And that was Luai.
He's grabbing at a knee here, Townsend. This could be big. This could be real big. There's a chip and chase there. Players getting caught up. And Townsend receives the ball back.
Well, they're going to challenge here. And what are they challenging? Might as well burn it.
We've got a captain's challenge from the Cowboys on last tackle handover. They're just looking at contact after the kick.
There you go. Townsend still hasn't moved. He's with trainers now, but they're...
So a little chip and chase. Cleary and Yo. Yo comes across. Well, now we're going to need to see, you would think, behind the goal here. From behind the try line to see if he's moved in an illegal manner. Yeah, this might be the angle.
We're looking at super slow-mo here too.
Scott
I understand.
does kick at the line. Isaiah Yo holds his ground. However, Nathan Cleary does deliberately grab him over the left shoulder, causing interference.
Wow, so it's not Yo, it's Cleary. It's a penalty.
But this is the problem here. Chad Townsend, just have a look.
So let's look at this last play.
I'll just get the mark holder.
Just grabs his knee, Townsend.
No problem with the tackle.
No.
And he's fine. Well, what about this? And that might be important, the fact they've still got their challenge.
2 minutes there.
Penrith do not lose when they lead at halftime. They certainly don't lose when they're 20 points up. The Cowboys have a chance to take this to extra time. And it's Taumalolo. Got to be close to his best performance this year.
Without doubt.
Cotter. Penrith, one last defensive stand. This crowd is apoplectic. Comes now to Dearden. Oh, puts Finifariaku away, but look at the desperation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders. And he's over the line. They'll walk it back to the 10. Bulikefu waiting to get the call. Now he can play it. Comes to Townsend. Goes deep to Drinkwater. On to Nene. Beautifully read by Taylor May in particular. 2 plays left. Robson now gets Townsend involved. On it goes. And crashing through Holmes. Another great tackle. Cleary this time. Last play.
They look to have dropped it into contact.
And he has.
Happy with it.
He has. It is fitting that this game will probably come to an end.
Well, I'll challenge again here.
On a Penrith try-saving tackle.
From decision of knock on, that he loses the ball. Val Holmes loses the ball into the
Might as well.
From first glance, it looked like that. It was a beautiful pass that hit the chest of Valentine Holmes, coming at speed.
Val Holmes loses possession forward.
That's the challenge you throw when there's 1 minute left.
The challenge is unsuccessful.
So, in the end, the try-saving tackle didn't matter. Doesn't make it any less impressive. Another bloodied player on this Saturday night.
320 tackles at the minute to the Penrith Panthers to 262. They've had to do an enormous amount of work defensively.
You've got to imagine if the Cowboys play like this against just about anyone else, they win the game. It's Penrith's incredible defence. It has been the best defence for years, year on year, and has somehow found the answer when needed. sure the Cowboys fans are proud of their team. The comeback, the spirit. We'll have all the wrap-up after the game as well. Cowboys will drop to 4-4 unless there's something quite miraculous here. 25 seconds. And peeling off Neem, but Edwards, of course, aware the steal was on, and he still almost had it torn out. So claiming, he was claiming there that Nane actually got it out, and Edwards got it back. Last play, 5 seconds left. Cleary, he can go to ground here, it's fine. Now, the siren sounds. It is over. It is as gutsy as it gets for the Penrith Panthers. They have repelled wave after wave of North Queensland Cowboys attack. 24-4. It was a matter of how far Penrith would win by. How embarrassing would this get? But the Cowboys have shown superb fight. And against most other teams, they would have found a way to hit the lead and stay there.
Yeah, incredible character shown by the home side. 24 points to 4 at one point. You just feared that things might get right out of hand. They found themselves back into the contest. But that onslaught and the defensive resolve that these men in pink were able to repel.
There'd have to be half a dozen try-saving tackles.
Yep.
Luai, Edwards had a massive one early. Cleary had that one. There were so many moments where the Cowboys should have scored and did nothing wrong.
There's the last play of the game here. There's the error that come up through Valentine Holmes. Hit a nice outside in, just unable to hold it. Under pressure, plenty of fatigue. It was an all or nothing play. Defensively, they held their arms up there anyhow. There's been some huge performers. Brian To'o, 194 run meters, 17 tackle busts. That's a career high for Brian To'o. Alamotti, who was brought into the team late, 241 run meters, 5 tackle busts.
Yeah, he was a weapon, Paul Alamotti, particularly in the first half. That was a fantastic Saturday night clash. Well done to the Penrith Panthers. Winners over the North Queensland Cowboys, 26-20.